Thanks for coming today, Takizawa. This is my daughter.
Nice to meet you.
Ha! Of all people, you ended up with that plain girl. That's just sad.
Takizawa, please go out with me.
I don't want to get married. Are you still okay with that?
What?
My name is Ayumu Takizawa. I'm 27 and work as a security engineer at a web-based IT company. I just got confessed to, but I was trying to be honest about who I am.
No, I mean, when you ask if it's okay, I guess it's not, huh?
Hey, Takizawa, you're the talk of the office, you know.
An old friend of mine, and also the CEO of the web-based startup I work at, Shugo Yanase, approached me with a grim look on his face. Huh? What do you mean?
Don't what do you mean me? You told the girl who confessed to you that you don't want to get married and ended up getting rejected, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the truth. I'd be lying if I didn't say it. Yeah, I have no desire to get married. Honestly, I think marriage is total crap.
Wait, don't tell me this is my fault. Is it because I got married that you...
Ah, right. Your wife cheated on you in your first year of marriage and had a kid with another guy, didn't she?
Can you not rub salt or koji into the wound like that?
This close friend of mine is actually divorced. A textbook case of a tragic pretty boy. Can we not with the skincare metaphors? Anyway, I don't blame just you for my worldview.
So I'm partly responsible.
To me, marriage doesn't equal happiness. If anything, marriage equals misery makes more sense.
Don't say stuff like that. I still want to get married again someday.
Why do I feel this way about marriage? It started with my parents' unhappy marriage. They were always fighting when I was a kid. Things escalated into full-on household warfare. My sister, who survived that with me, ended up married to a guy who turned abusive and is now a single mom. And as for my best friend, well, you just heard that story. I honestly don't get why anyone would want to go through that again.
Oh, right, Takizawa. I have something important to tell you.
Huh? What is it, boss? Just another day, chatting with him as both a friend and my company president. I had no idea that important talk would completely change the course of my life.
Thanks for coming today, Takizawa. This is my daughter.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Takizawa. In front of me is the president of a major web company, Mizukawa, and his daughter, Haru Mizukawa. I never imagined I'd end up in an arranged marriage meeting like this. Somehow, I ended up agreeing to this meeting at Yanase's request. Not because I was forced, because I chose to. That day, Yanase told me about a huge new project from a major client. Wait, their condition for the partnership is that I go to a marriage meeting?
Yeah, it's from Mizukawa, a huge player in the industry. We can't afford to pass this up.
Apparently, they're launching a new system and want to partner with their up-and-coming company. Okay, but still, a marriage meeting as a condition? That makes no damn sense. But I owe Yanase. That's why I left my old job and joined the company he founded.
Thanks for doing this today. I appreciate you humoring my daughter's request.
Judging from how he said it, this meeting was Haru's idea. Not at all. I'm the one grateful for this opportunity.
Haha, I'd heard your company has top-level engineers. I didn't offer this job just to arrange a marriage. If that's how it felt, I apologize.
No, not at all. If that's the case, then we're honored to be considered. After chatting for a while, her father left the room, and I finally addressed her. I know it's weird to say this, but I've never wanted to get married.
I know. Yanase already told me about that.
I'm okay with it, she says, smiling without a trace of hesitation. Apparently, she works as a receptionist in the Mizukawa company building. At first glance, she seemed quiet and reserved, but talking to her, she's cheerful and full of laughter. But deciding to get married just for the sake of a contract feels a bit...
It's okay. We're the ones who put forth this condition in the first place. It's a shady move.
That's true.
You're honest, huh?
I completely forgot to ask her why me. I was too overwhelmed by her brightness. And so, in order to succeed at work, I decided to marry her.
Good morning, Ayumu. Breakfast is ready.
Good morning. Getting greeted by my wife Haru's smile every morning is something I still haven't gotten used to. A well-balanced breakfast every day, perfectly ironed shirts. All the things I used to do myself now get done without me even asking. Still not used to this feeling. Wait, are you off work today?
Nope, I'm leaving right after I see you off.
Then you don't have to go out of your way to... You shouldn't be late for work.
Don't you want me to?
Apparently, Haru's the type who dreams about married life, a lot. She probably has her own ideals, but for someone like me who was never into marriage, it's a little uncomfortable. I don't mean to be rude, but you really don't have to do all this for me.
Huh?
Isn't it a hassle, waking up super early to make breakfast and see me off? I'm an adult. I can prep my own meals and double-check my stuff. Maybe it sounds harsh, but I clearly remember my parents' constant fights stemming from these little things. So, I don't want you going out of your way like that.
Hey, enough already.
What was that for?
I'm doing it because I want to. If you're not against it, then just accept it quietly. Now come on, give me a goodbye kiss and get to work.
Once again, I was completely overpowered by Haru, who loves shoujo manga and romance dramas.
Ah, welcome back, Ayumu.
On my way home that day, I ran into Haru on the street, also seemingly just back from work. Did you go shopping?
Yes, it's Friday, so I thought I'd prep some food for the weekend.
You don't have to stay busy even on your days off. You should use that time for yourself.
It's fine. I love cooking for you, Ayumu. Sending you off and welcoming you home, all of it makes me happy.
You're a strange one. My mom always hated cooking, so by the time my sister and I were old enough, we could pretty much make things ourselves. I always thought of it as building life skills, but maybe a part of me had felt lonely. Watching Haru smiling and cheerfully cooking for me, I felt a pang deep inside. Let me carry that for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it looks heavy.
This feels so much like a real married couple. Thank you.
Can't say I really get that. After that, for some reason, a sudden no honorifics rule was imposed. Since then, life has changed dramatically thanks to her. On nights I get home late.
Hume's computer exploded.
Why here? I told you I'd be late today, didn't I? Seems like she tries to stay up for me and ends up asleep on the couch like this more often than not. And those sleep talk lines are terrifying. Well, guess I'll carry her to bed. I found myself doing things that aren't really like me, but I think I'm slowly getting used to this new daily life. That's a seriously unique snore. She must be exhausted. Seeing her passed out and snoring, I couldn't help but laugh a bit. Haha, that's some weak security. Sometimes I wonder if she's going to unload a massive complaint at me someday. But for now, just seeing her peaceful, relaxed sleeping face, it actually melts the day's stress away. I carried Haru to bed. Right now, she's in a dream.
Hey, let's play house again today.
Playhouse? Yeah, sure. This was one of her childhood memories. With both parents busy, Haru spent her weekends at a daycare facility. There, she grew attached to a boy she met and would play house with him every time, smiling like the sun.
So, Takizawa, how's that big project going?
About 3 months into married life, I went out for drinks with Yanase after work. It's going well. I'm getting along with the Mizukawa development team too. From our company, only a handful of us security engineers are on the project, myself included. Their dev team is made up entirely of Mizukawa employees at this point. So far, coordination between the dev team and us in security is going smoothly.
Still, I didn't think you'd actually go through with getting married for the sake of this project.
Sorry, he says, looking guilty. He probably thinks I made a sacrifice for his sake. I made the choice to marry. That was my decision. The condition was go on a formal meeting. Marriage wasn't required. I could have turned it down. But if we did get married, there's a chance we'd secure long-time business with a major company, right? I wanted to build up my experience as an engineer. That's what ultimately guided my decision. It might be a choice people would criticize. That's why before deciding to marry, I was upfront with Haru about my intentions, no sugarcoating. Even so, she smiled and said, if I get to marry you, then that's enough for me right now. I want to keep learning and improving as a security engineer by working with big clients. And I want to repay you. You were always there for me when I didn't want to be home as a kid.
Takizawa, I see. Hearing that makes me feel better. Still, your wife's really something. Seriously, who else would say they want to marry someone no matter the reason? She's rare. Maybe that's why she's managed to shake even a die-hard bachelor like you.
Huh?
Haven't you noticed? You're a lot gentler than you were before you got married. You laugh more now, and you're always in good health, even when work gets hectic.
I widened my eyes at Yanase's words. I hadn't realized such a change had come over me. Guess I really do owe her more gratitude.
Damn it, you're making me jealous, lucky bastard.
Despite his words, Yanase's smile is warm and genuine. I can't help but feel grateful to him too.
I had another nostalgic dream last night.
A few days later, Haru arrived at work at Mizukawa, looking very pleased, probably from dreaming her usual dream again.
You're in a good mood today, Mizukawa. How's married life?
That voice comes from her coworker, Takasugi Kyoji, who stops by the reception desk to chat.
Morning, Takasugi-kun. I mess up sometimes, but I'm really happy.
Yeah? Well, knowing you, I bet no normal guy could handle you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Apparently, they were classmates all through grade school, middle school, and high school. There's a casual familiarity between them. By the way, at work she still uses her maiden name, Mizukawa, but legally, she's already taken my last name, Takizawa.
Well, if you ever want to talk, how about lunch today?
Good morning. As soon as she sees me walk in, Haru's face brightens like a light switching on. Takasugi looks a bit puzzled at first, but quickly regains his composure.
Good morning, Takizawa. Looking forward to working with you today.
Same here. Let's have a productive day. He's the team leader for Mizukawa's internal dev team, and lately I've had more work-related interactions with him. Good morning, Mizukawa.
Geez, why so formal? That kind of hurts, you know.
You don't need to take it personally. We're facing each other as business partners right now, so it's only natural. Watching that exchange, Takasugi seems a little stunned, a hint of confusion in his eyes.
So you two knew each other already?
Yes, actually, she's my wife. I never made a point to talk about my marriage with others. I guess Haru felt the same way.
Is that so?
He clearly didn't know I was Haru's husband. His eyes went wide with surprise. Sorry for the idle chatter. I'll leave it at that. Looking forward to working with you, Takasugi.
Yes, I expect good work from you.
As I walked away after our exchange, Haru was resting her cheek on her hand, grinning dreamily.
I see him at home every day, but something about seeing him at work makes my heart flutter. Takasugi-kun, my husband's in your hands now. I've always wanted to say that. Oh, and sorry. Today, I've got lunch plans with my husband.
She didn't notice the way Takasugi's lightly clenched fist was trembling by his side. We need to act on this immediately. At the project meeting with the development team, I laid out the issue. The Mizukawa employees started murmuring. Yes, a vulnerability was found in the product under development, but...
I see, that's a problem. Well, we can't afford to delay the project timeline on our side either.
Takasugi, the leader of the development team, responded firmly and flatly shut me down. Still, ignoring this could expose the product to significant risk. Our job is to find vulnerabilities and report them to the dev team to get fixed. It's up to them to do the actual fixing. Without their cooperation, nothing moves.
What matters is getting the product finished. Any product comes with some risk.
Leaving a known risk unattended affects trust. It's better to take the time to redress it. In the end, the meeting turned into an unproductive back and forth. Takasugi, he used to be open to our security team's input, but since then, he's completely stopped listening to anything we suggest. I was thinking about the sudden change in his attitude as I left the music hall building that night.
Takizawa-san, good work today.
Takasugi-san, good work to you too. He greeted me with the same usual smile, but he was one of my biggest stressors at work now. About the project. I tried to shift the conversation back to work, but he cut me off.
Still, I was shocked. I never imagined you'd be the one marrying Mizukawa.
Huh? Well, yeah, honestly, I was surprised myself. I never thought I'd get married. It all started with the sudden arranged marriage proposal. When I said I had no intention of marrying, the light vanished from Takasugi's eyes.
Ha! Of all people, you ended up with that plain girl. That's just sad. She's always been like that, you know, just dull and forgettable. Are you sure she's the one? You know, these days, divorce isn't that rare if you've got regrets.
He suddenly launched into a barrage of criticism. The old me might have agreed, might have even laughed, but now... Don't speak about my wife that way. Forced a grin, but I could see the anger behind his eyes.
Insulting her? Really? Let's be honest, who's really doing the insulting here? She's always been a hopeless romantic, always saying she could never forget someone. All our classmates used to gossip that she wouldn't date anyone because of that. So I stayed close, waiting for the right moment. Then out of nowhere, she gets married? To someone who doesn't even want to get married? Why you? I work at a big company like Mizukawa, and you're just some nobody from a startup. You're beneath me, a nobody like you.
You may be right. Maybe I'm not good enough for her. Even knowing our views on marriage were completely different, I still wondered, why me? But since we got married, I've started to change little by little. I didn't expect happiness from marriage. But living with Haru, I've started to see that maybe marriage isn't so bad after all. Coming home to her smile, it honestly feels like happiness.
That doesn't change the fact that you're taking advantage of her innocence. You seem straight-laced, but you're actually the worst kind of...
I was about to snap back at him, but then...
What are you doing, Takasugi-kun?
Haru came walking out of the building, clearly angry.
Mizukawa.
I saw you two outside and thought I'd say hi, but I figured it might be work-related and waited, but what was all that just now?
She must have overheard the conversation. From the look on her face, she caught most of it.
That rumor from back in school is true. There was someone I could never forget, but it wasn't marriage itself I was dreaming about. It was marrying that person.
Then why him? What about that unforgettable guy? You just gave up on him?
You still don't get it? That unforgettable guy is none other than Ayumu.
Huh?
I had met Haru long before Takasugi ever did. I'd completely forgotten, but we met in a daycare facility as kids. We always played house together.
Ayumu-kun is the husband. Haru is the wife.
So that means we're gonna fight?
Fight?
Because my mom and dad always fight at home. Playing house is copying them, right?
No. Ayumu-kun and Haru are totally in love.
Really?
Yep. I love Ayumu-kun, so we're getting married. And then...
We both ended up at that facility for different reasons. Me, because my parents wanted their space. Haru, because her dad was set to take over as president of the company one day. But still, she remembered me all this time.
You always teased me, called me plain, just like today. I never thought you'd liked me. You never confessed or anything.
Then Takasugi blushed.
Come on, don't get the wrong idea. I never said I liked you. I just meant someone like me is probably the only guy who'd put up with a hopeless dreamer like you.
You've been harboring feelings for Haru all this time, and just kept running away, didn't you? Too scared to confess and get rejected, so you kept waiting for someday. All just to protect your own pride from getting hurt. Am I wrong?
That's...
It's true that I married Haru for impure reasons, and I relied on her kindness when she still took my hand anyway. But now, Haru is my wife. I'm not letting her go because of you, and I'm not handing her over.
Ayumu.
Yeah, I still think marriage is crap. Joy and pain hit you like waves and mess with your heart. To direct such hostility toward a business partner I'm supposed to stay cordial with. And to see my wife so happy over just one word from me, it makes me think, maybe this isn't so bad. After that, I bowed to Takasugi, who stood frozen in place, and walked home holding Haru's hand. Now then, a bit about what happened after that. Takasugi couldn't hold back his hostility toward me. He rejected everything our security team proposed and threw the project into chaos. His stubbornness ended up causing a major delay, and he was removed from the project leader role.
Takizawa, thanks to your precise security measures and proposed alternatives, we've got a solid product. I hope we can continue working with your company moving forward. You did it, Takizawa. It's all thanks to you.
Yanase, I'm just glad I could be useful, and I'm the one who should be thanking you all this time. Thanks to this, Yanase's company saw a huge leap in growth, and things only got busier from there. As for Takasugi, he never got reinstated as project leader. He became so mentally unstable that he couldn't even face Haru again, whom he'd longed for all this time, and ended up quitting. If your pride ends up hurting the one you love, maybe that pride is something you'd be better off without. And as for us, later that night...
Jeez! Idiot! Why didn't you tell me about Takasugi?
That's because I only realized today that his attitude was connected to you, and I didn't want to drag you into it.
Still, if you're hurting, I want to help. You married me for work from the start anyway, right? So there's no point in holding back now. Whether it's about work or anything else, talk to me about it. Even if it's about your belly sticking out lately or your hair thinning a bit, anything.
Wait, is that really what you think of me?
Anyway, no more suffering in silence. Even if I can't fix it, just venting is fine.
Seeing Haru puff up her cheeks like she could make sound effects, What even is that? I take this kind of argument any day.
Jeez, what are you laughing at?
I used to think there was no such thing as happiness in marriage, but maybe that was just my assumption. Hey, Haru, this is a little late, but can I tell you something?
What is it?
Thank you for not forgetting me, for keeping those feelings all this time, for marrying me.
You're welcome.
Joy and pain, happiness and sadness, this married life that comes in waves. I can't help but wish now that it'll last as far into the future as possible.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Ayumu and Haru make such a cute couple. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!